Welcome to the Community Difference Wylie, Season 2, hosted by Jacki, Tobar and Paul Fisher. And powered by the Difference Media LLC. Today's show is co-hosted by Andrea Kincannon with the Kincannon Agency and Scott Williams with Fire and Water Restoration Plus. The Community Difference Wylie was created to serve as a platform for local leaders and business professionals to showcase their expertise, values, and commitment to their community. Overall, the podcast aims to create a stronger sense of community in North Texas by highlighting the often overlooked or unnoticed good work being done by local leaders, businesses, and professionals. So sit back and relax as our host, co-host, and their guests share inspirational stories, experiences, thoughts and insights about being a professional along with the opportunities for our businesses to serve our communities in very special ways. Because the Community Difference Wylie starts now.
Man, that music, so uplifting, so incredible. Thanks, Lyndon. Welcome to the Community Difference Wylie, a podcast firmly rooted at the intersection of business development and community involvement. I'm your host, Jacki Tobar with Proven National Title. At Proven, we close all sorts of real estate transactions from residential to commercial, raw land to thousands of acres of land, existing improvements to be constructed, and everything in between. My motto is give me one, I'll earn the rest, and I would love to close your next deal. Today, we have an exciting show lined up as we are the second week of May. For the entire month, our show will be exploring the social media mindset, turning social media into service media, and expanding your social media presence. I'd like to bring in my Season 2 co-hosts first so we can meet the team. Scott Williams and Andrea Kincannon are coming to us as first-time co-hosts and amazing entrepreneurs and small businesses here in the great city of Wylie. Andrea, tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I am Andrea Kincannon. I own the Kincannon Agency. It's a farmer's agency. We are located right off 544 next to La Flor Mexican Food. We are a family-owned agency. We do home, auto, business, life, and then we also specialize in over 65 health insurance. So if you know anyone turning 65, I'm happy to walk them through the confusing Medicare journey. And then if you're looking to learn how to be your own bank, I can help out with that too.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrea. And Scott, Councilman, tell us who you are and what you do.
Thank you for that, Jacki. And thank you, Wylie, for the re-election. Very much so appreciated. Among my companies, my main company is Fire and Water Restoration Plus. We're a full service general contractor that serves people who have been devastated by water, fire, any kind of natural disaster. Most of the time it's covered by insurance, so it's linked with insurance most of the time. So y'all come to the insurance hub. We got Andrea, we got us. Between all of us, we can take care of all your needs. We got title work. You can buy it, you can insure it, you can fix it. We do it all. But we do everything from beginning to end on claims, from the fans and dehumidifiers, what people think of. There's some national names they know, but we are more dialed in, special high level white glove service. And so we handle it from the very beginning, from the dry out to moving people out of their house. Imagine just like having everything turned upside down and then having to get moved out of your house on top of that. And so we handle that. And then we handle fixing everything, then bringing everyone back and then unpacking them. And if y'all know my wife, Judy, she runs our content pack out division. Y'all know why she is so meticulous and cares so much. And as she says, she handles everything like it's her grandmother's, then she really, really does. So that's what we do.
And she's lovely.
Yes, she's amazing.
I'm very blessed.
Everybody loves
it.
Yeah.
It was very unintentional to have a bunch of insurance people on the same podcast, but it is kind of cool because we're all, I don't know about you, Scott, but Andrea and I are very much run by the Texas Board of Insurance. So that is kind of cool.
And we get some of that, but most of it we'll leave to y'all.
You're welcome.
Yeah, lucky you.
Mostly Andrea with you. Well, we definitely want to meet our guests that we have today. Andrea and Scott did a great job of picking out some great guests. So let's bring them in, Lyndon. Welcome to the podcast. We are so excited you're here.
Hey guys.
We have Raquel and Kate Porter Buxton. We are so excited you guys are here. I'm going to let Andrea introduce her guest, and then we'll let Scott introduce his. Go ahead.
So I asked Kate to come on today. She is a real estate agent. Kate and I met in our Leadership Wylie class, and then kind of all things Wylie. I thought that this would be a really good, podcast for her to join, because we're also in a social media rescue class together. So we're learning all things social media together. So thanks for coming on, Kate.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here. And as Andrea said, we have intersected through Leadership Wylie, the Wylie Chamber of Commerce, and a lovely class on social media that has really opened our eyes to the ins and outs of really how to catapult your business via social media. I am a realtor here in the Wylie area. I've been licensed for a little over 4 years, but been in the real estate sector in multiple capacities for about 15 to 18 years, give or take. And I love all things real estate. The only piece of real estate I haven't been in is title. So I'm going to leave that to the title.
Come on. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
My motto really is to just lead so that others can succeed, right? Pave the way for other people to do their part, move alongside them, and in tandem, make good things happen for all people. So thanks. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Great to have you. I'm going to jump in and thank Andrea for helping me during the election. I was so busy trying to get everything done, had a hard time setting aside to be able to reach out to get a co-host. Andrea filled the spot and reached out and was able to get Raquel. So I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce Raquel. Thanks, Andrea.
Yeah, of course. So we have Raquel. She is all things Wylie. She's another person that I, kind of top to mind when I was thinking about social media. She is a co-owner of the Ballard Boutique and Bakery. So, Raquel,
yeah, we recently just rebranded, but I own a boutique in Wylie. It's Ballard Boutique and Bakery. We carry women's clothing, accessories, and we're known for our candles in there. And then we also have a delicious bakery. Most of you probably know you've had all the delicious baked goods that we carry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're in historic downtown right next to Rick's Home Store. So we've been there almost 2 years now.
So exciting.
Yeah, those strawberry cookies, or what's that?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be there every day, all day, and not eat a cookie.
Unacceptable.
Pounds in, pounds out.
That's right. Well, we have a great show for everybody, and we are looking forward to dive more into our guests and what they know and how they do it. And we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Thanks.
Great.
Lyndon,
and now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Hey Texans, hold on to your hats. The Mesquite Championship Rodeo, newest sponsor partner of the Community Difference shows, is back, bigger and better than ever. Witness the heart-pounding action as the best riders in the world compete for glory. Feel the thrill of the chase, the raw power of nature, and the unbreakable spirit of the West. Don't miss your chance to be part of the legend. Get your tickets now for the Mesquite Championship Rodeo or win yours free just for watching the Community Difference shows.
Are you searching for fast, reliable, and affordable heating and air solutions in the Wylie, Sac C, Murphy, Garland, Rowlett, Lavon, Richardson, Plano, and Allen areas of Texas? Then look no further than Martin Heating and Air LLC. With over 15 years of experience, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service tailored to your specific needs. Don't let a broken HVAC unit ruin your comfort. Call us today at 469-380-9864 or visit our website to schedule an appointment. Martin Heating and Air LLC, your trusted partner for all your heating and air conditioning needs.
JP Direct Health offers affordable health insurance solutions for individuals, families, and small businesses specializing in custom coverages to fit your needs and budget. JP Direct Health offers comprehensive benefits, including PPO health plans, accident and critical illness coverage, dental and vision health matching accounts along with telehealth at no cost per call. Call JP Direct Health today to learn more about how we can help you protect your health and your budget.
Frisco Fighters prepare to reach new heights at Comerica Center this spring. From competitive matchups to exciting theme nights, you won't want to miss a second of the action. Join us and experience high-scoring, hard-hitting indoor football that's fun for the whole family to enjoy. Visit FriscoFighters.com for game highlights, tickets, or to reserve your spot at the Tarmac Tailgate Party. Frisco Fighters, fly with us.
Are you looking to buy a home? The process can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With the help of a qualified loan officer like Paul Fisher, you can get the financing you need and get into your dream home. Paul Fisher, a direct local lender with Certainty Home Lending, has many years of experience helping people buy homes. He's knowledgeable, experienced, and he'll work with you to find the best loan for your needs. Contact Paul Fisher today to get started on your home buying journey. He'll help you every step of the way, so you can relax and focus on finding your dream home. Visit www.loansbyfisher.com or call 817-308-7361 to schedule a consultation with Paul. MLS number 2018111.
Now back to the show.
Are you ready?
Because it's time for
What's Up, Wylie?
What's up, Wylie? Oh my gosh.
What's
We want to know
up?
what is going on in the community. We want to be here. We want to be there. We want to be everywhere. And we want our guests and our co-hosts to tell us what's going on in Wylie. Scott, take it away.
All right. Well, guest Rick Hell, appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Love to hear more about what you've got going. I think you caught me off guard because I was thinking that I was not up first, but it sounds like I am. So let me give you what's going
You don't
on
have
in
to be.
Wylie.
We can throw it over.
No, it's okay. I think I was still on Raquel's introduction, and I think it threw me. So I'm getting into this podcast thing. I've decided I'm going to lean into it, and I'm going to learn, and maybe y'all can learn with me, and we can just kind of walk through the growing pains together.
Yes.
I've got plenty of grace for y'all. If y'all got, well, I need it no matter what, but I've got it for y'all. Yeah.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Sure.
Yeah.
So as far as what's going on in Wylie, y'all know we just had the election. I was reelected, and I thank you very much for that. The opportunity to serve is incredible. Dave Strang was reelected as well. We were the only two that were up. We've got a lot going in the city itself. I think on our next podcast, I'll have a more detailed, update as far as what's happening around the town. But the main thing is just to plug into the downtown events. If you missed the pedal car races that were this weekend,
It was so fun.
So cute.
yeah, watching kids run 500 inches in a pedal car and feeling like they just completed the Grand Prix of races is incredible.
It was the
I've got
largest
some great.
turnout we've ever had. 303.
Isn't that great?
kids. Yep.
Well, and people don't realize that it even happened a lot of times. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, yeah, we shut down the whole downtown. We close off the roads. Everyone comes. There's like thousands of people. We shop. We hang out. That is just one of the ways that makes Wylie so incredibly special. And we do that 10 to 11 times a year. So go to wylietexas.gov, catch up on what's going on. You can feel free to follow my political page. Just search Scott Williams Wylie. It'll pop up. But I'm going to start trying to be better. And that's what this is about, trying to be better, knowing that there's no way we can capture everything. But if we just try to be better and make forward progress, then we get in habits, and habits create routines, and routines create results. So if we can start that at the beginning, and that's kind of what I'm trying to lean into. Well, I got this new fancy mic here. I was at, okay, well, if I'm going to do it, you know me, if I'm going to do it, go big or go home. Do it all or just don't do it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, do you have anything that's going on in Wylie?
Well, we just also had the Taste of Wylie, which was phenomenal.
Yes.
Amazing food, lots of community support, and our city workers know how to put on an event. Super successful, all for good causes. And, looking forward to, I think we're getting geared up. We've got the Wylie ISD new teachers luncheon this summer, and I think we're gearing up for rodeo in the fall. So always lots of things going on. I think it just depends on where in the community you're plugged in. We're always doing things. Lots of ribbon cuttings with the chamber, new businesses, happy hours, you name it. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, if you don't have anything to do in Wylie, you're not looking.
That's right.
That's right.
So true. So true.
Andrea, do you have a contribution for us for anything upcoming or prior?
Of course. So May 15th, the social media rescue team is doing a Facebook ads class. And I, for one, I'm so excited about it because, again, it kind of goes with the social media theme. But, it's different. Like the ad space is different than like your just organic post and stuff. So I'm very, very excited about that to learn all the things. So if you're interested, there is a small fee, but it's 3 hours and you're going to learn so much. So I'm really excited about that. Also on May 17th, there is a ribbon cutting for the Coventry Reserve for their new building. So come out and celebrate that with us.
Yep. That new building is actually going to be a workout room, right? For their students there.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool.
That place is so amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah. Raquel, what do you got, girl?
I would say the next biggest thing coming up in downtown is going to be June 29th. That's Bluegrass on Ballard. One of our biggest events of the year. That we're already planning now and starting sponsorships and things like that. But that one's the car show. We got the music in the park, all the vendors. It's just a good event to come out and support your downtown and eat all the things, shop.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm going to add a bunch of different things. Y'all ready? Get your pens ready. We've got on Friday, we have muffins and mimosas sponsored by Dear Sorella. You can drop the kids off at school, head over there, get you a muffin, a mimosa, and shop around for a bit. I mentioned last week when I was co-hosting with Melissa Mancini and Paul Fisher was the host, that I was like, hey, Melissa, maybe it's a drive-through, wink, wink, or a walk-through, if you will, because we both are back down here in downtown Wylie. So plan to see us there. Saturday, there's a free family event called Worship Night at the park at Old City Park from 4 to 6 p.m. JR with the Cowboy Church. He is great, and he told us all about that. So if you've got time and you've got your kids, go head out there. He said bring a lawn chair.
Awesome.
June 8th, we have the inaugural NSYNC Exotics Whisker Wishes Gala, whatever, wherever you're from. I'm not trying to be exclusive here. I'm going to say gala. It sounds better. It's at 6 p.m. at Boyd Farms out in Lavon. You can get your tickets at nsyncexotics.org/whisker-wishes. And then June 14th, our 4th annual women's conference put on by the Wylie Area Chamber of Commerce, where Wylie's own Allie Spilliards will be doing the In Conversation panel with Ashley Bledsoe, our favorite Ashley Bledsoe of Bledsoe Hydromulch. And the keynote speaker is, drumroll, Kelly Raspberry. I love that. I grew up listening to her. What about Andrea, Raquel, Scott? Did you ever listen to her on Kid Craddock?
I might have, but I don't know that I would know it until I hear something that I heard before. And I was like, oh yeah, because I'm so bad at names. I'm great at numbers. I'm horrible at names, and I love faces.
Yeah. All I can think about is the love letters to Kelly. It's hilarious.
Love letters.
I do remember Love Letters to Kelly. I
was going to say it, and then I was going to spare people the.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then Lake Lavon is having an amazing summer of music scheduled. We're trying to take a little bit of what Rockwall does over at their harbor and bring it to Wylie and bring some extra people and some things out here. So look on their Facebook page, go like the Boathouse on Facebook to find out more about their upcoming summer of music. They start it on the 24th, on the 17th, but Friday the 24th, the Salty Dogs, obviously a city favorite. They're going to be out there. So
I'll tell you,
be there.
Judy, you've got to know Judy took, because we love the Salty Dogs so much, and they only play once a month. And if you don't know, those are our firemen here in Wylie that have a band together.
Oh,
and
I
they
didn't
are
know that.
incredible. Yeah. They are absolutely incredible. They are so fun. and energetic, and they're just going to have fun. They're not going to make a record and try to, be the next music star, although they could. They're just going to have fun. So every event they do is fun. Judy had a hat made for me, custom, because I wear visors a lot instead of hats. She had one made with their name on it for me. Love
Awesome. Well, and then, y'all have already mentioned the bluegrass on Ballard, which is great. We have amazing partnerships with the Frisco Fighters, the Mesquite Rodeo, and the Frisco Rough Riders. If you are a listener and interested in going to any of those games, please let us know. Reach out to me, reach out to one of the co-hosts. We would love to get you in front of them. They want bodies and seats. That's what we're here for, is to get hype up our local area teams and events that are going on, and to make sure that everybody knows you're welcome. It is a completely inclusive situation.
Get outside, get some vitamin D. We all need it, right?
We do.
Yes,
Definitely.
Kids for the game. It'll be fun.
Yep. Did anybody have anything else now that I've run through my complete list?
Nothing that didn't get highlighted enough.
I think
Well, we are so excited you're here, Community Difference Wylie. We are so excited you're listening to us. Stay tuned. We're going to go to another commercial break, and then we're going to go right into our topic.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending, Close with Certainty, Tara Padilla with Texan Window Cleaning. Don't let dirty windows be your pane in the glass. Melissa Mancini, owner of Melissa Mancini Photography. Don't let your babies grow up to be JPEGs. One pay on with JP Direct Health. Affordable health insurance solutions as proactive protection, not a reactive solution. Vanessa Cole, owner of The Way Leadership. Jessica Cooper with Diesel Signs and Displays. The Power of Advertising. Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital. Scott Williams with Fire and Water Restoration Plus. Andrea Kincannon with the Kincannon Agency. Jacki Tobar with Proven National Title, Give Me One and I'll Earn the Rest. The Community Difference Wylie, together, we can make the difference. And now, back to the show.
Segment time! It's time for our topic. All right. Topic time. This is literally what everybody's waiting for the whole day. They haven't rested. They want to know what we think about it. How are we turning our social media into service media? Simple strategies for expanding your social media presence. Before we get started, so that make sure that everybody understands what this actually means. It's basically using your social media, not just to be like, remember back in the day, Facebook would be like, what are you doing? And you'd be like, I'm working. Or oh, went over here, went to Hooters, went to the fair, whatever. Like now it's like, this is what I have. This is how you can help. This is the place that I love going to. Here's an online
It's
sale.
not about me.
We're talking
It's not about me.
It's not about me anymore. It's about how can we help others? And it's
Yes.
completely free, so we should use it. So Andrea, I'm going to let you take it away. Talk to, Kate about her situation, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. So like I talked about before, Kate and I, we were, I think, kind of in the same bucket as far as our knowledge and everything on social media or about social media. But, we're kind of learning all of the things with the help of other leaders in the community and other people. But Kate, how are you using social media now to grow your business and to educate people?
Wow. Well, I don't know if I'm actually growing my reach or educating people, but I'm certainly giving it my best effort. So I think Scott mentioned earlier, right? One of the things that's essential, right, is doing something over and over so it becomes habit, right? Forming good habits often leads to better results. And so I just really try. Every day I have kind of scheduled posts, but then I have content that I try to feed from the community. What's going on in the community? Who are other business owners that I can honestly say, I've worked with these individuals and I highly recommend them, right? It's not just about Google reviews, and it's about sincerity, right? I want to work with you so that I can promote you and so that I can help grow your business. So really just trying to be consistent, sharing all the goodness, attending events, really getting to know the people in our community, what they do, and how we're all interconnected.
No, 100%. And, being a realtor, I think social media has changed the game. It's like you can, find all of these homes and things of that nature if you're the agent or not the agent, listing the home, and just put that information out there for people to see. And I mean, I just think, using social media to educate people now, it's like people are going on TikTok to learn about all of everything. So if you're not putting the information out there, they're going to get it from somebody else. Hopefully the other person is right on the information that they're giving, but using it, to educate people and, teach them what you do and how you can help, I think is huge. So
education is a huge part of that. Yes. And I want to hear what Raquel has to say about this for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
younger generation.
Well, and Raquel, you're more in retail sales too, rather than
service.
Those two kind of cross. I mean, not that you don't give great service, because you do.
Yeah, we do. I mean, I think we do. But I mean, educating for me, it's a little bit different because I don't really have, the service side of it and the knowledge on, like your profession like you do. But I mean, for mine, it's more like connecting one-on-one with our customer base. We're like a big group, a big family. Like we have on top of, our Facebook page, people love like the personal side behind the scenes. So, we have a private Facebook group with, just all of the girls that, join in, we invite them and it's private. So we have to let you in, and it's just more of a one-on-one type group. And then I know you mentioned TikTok. I recently started using TikTok. My sister helps me a lot with social media and she's great at TikToks. And so she'll kind of help me out. And we recently did one when we went to Dallas Market this past time and kind of just did like a behind the scenes, like walking through market. And we got like over 20,000 views on it. And I'm like,
that's awesome.
What? Like, I don't even think they want to see my product. They just want to see me, I guess, buying the product.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok is all the rage now. I actually just made a TikTok on Monday. So like you, I mean, we're trying to step out.
Andrea? What dance did you do? I want to see that. I'm going to put that on my list of things to see before I die.
Well, so I had all my team come into the office because we actually went to the Taste of Wylie, a good outing for the team. And then also, obviously for like a good cause. And some of my girls, they're a lot younger and better at this. So they're like, okay, so, we did the one where we were like in the office and we did like the jumping, and then we get there and we look crazy just sitting there like jumping. I'm like, people are so looking.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
And they're like, it's fine, you're doing it for the TikTok. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, I think that's the hard part in social media collectively, is getting to where you pull that layer off, that you let people see the real you and not the cleaned up professional within these boundaries because people really want to see that real you. And it is so hard to walk that out and be like, okay, well, here I am. This is what I do and look like, even if it is making a TikTok video where you're jumping in the middle of the park, putting something together, having fun, laughing at the same time, building relationships, because ultimately that's what it's really about.
Yeah, for sure. You have to be vulnerable, and I mean, it's kind of scary, it's like, you can't really care like what people think of you and things of that nature. But I mean, it's in the back of your head, but that's what people want. A lot of, all of the influencers and things like that, they just put their highlight reel out there. Like it's so fake kind of thing, but people want to be able to connect with you. Like you're a real human. Like they want to connect on, the highs and connect on the lows. Kate, we learned about that in our social media rescue class, where it's like they connect with you on like tragedy or, something bad that's happened in life or in a, in your office, business, whatever it may be. But then also, in great things that are happening in your life, they get excited because, it's real life. Good things happen, bad things happen. And that's what makes you real.
Yeah. And I mean, for me,
Yeah.
like my customers see me on a daily. So they know, they know me and they know when there's a low and when there's a high. And they're always the first ones to either be there and support me, and just show up with a sweet treat one day when they know that's been rough, or celebrate all the good with me. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
How about you, Kate? What do you do in the real estate side and making those posts to help that connect to the personal aspect that you do in your business?
That's a really good question. This is actually something that I feel like I struggle with, and that is on my list of goals to work on. And that is to bring more of the human element into my real estate posts.
That's why you said yes to this, right? That's why you said yes to this. Exactly.
A lot of my content I'm posting in both my personal and my professional pages, right? But something Andrea just mentioned, posting about the lows. So I had a current situation, a friend who called, asked for a little bit of advice, said they were definitely, looking to utilize me in a transaction, and checked back with them a few days later, and they had said, well, we just decided to utilize our neighbor. We've known him for a long time and we needed a quick transaction, but we know you understand. It's just how business goes. And I thought, that would make a really good, post. It's a very real situation that we all encounter. And that is, we don't always get the win, right? But we have to acknowledge, hey, you know what? Bump in the road, keep going. But that's the kind of content, right? That's a situational experience that could be utilized across, any industry. And so really allowing my vulnerable side to say, okay, I just really need to make a video. Say that. People want to know you don't win everything, right? Yep. You quote people all day long in every business you do, and you don't always get the win. And that's okay, right? Yep. It's the opportunity. So to answer your question, I think bringing that human element of the highs and the lows is something that I really look to do more of as I get into developing my social media presence more.
And when you're on social media, when you're scrolling, what kind of things does anybody on here is welcome to speak on this? What kind of things stop you in your tracks and are like, hey, that's actually good content. I may want to incorporate that. And then what do you do to incorporate it? Or do you just forget it like me?
They always say, you can reuse other people's stuff. Like funny memes and things of that nature. That funny stuff always makes me stop, because life is so serious. With everything, it's like we're all so busy and things like that. So I love the funny memes and videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll repost it and share it. So
I'm always looking for a good laugh when I'm scrolling.
And you get those people that are always on social media, and it's always, in my opinion, it's always like that manipulative content, the highlight reels, that polished, non-authentic content, that kind of thing. And hey, Vanessa, sorry, that was totally
that's a good random, shout out.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I need to say her shout out to Vanessa. Y'all can see her on the 4th week. Yes. Yay. Sorry, back to reality. So, nobody really wants the truly polished stuff. Like, put that on your website. Don't put it on your social media.
Yes.
Make sure the stuff that you're posting is you and true. And I just love that aspect of it.
People want to do business with people they know and trust. And they want to know and trust you because they know you, not because you've given them what they want to hear. They want to know who you really are. Yeah. And if you get to the point that you can, as we were talking about, pull that image off and show, hey, this is who I am. In order to do that, you've got to be able to get to, I'm okay if you don't like me. You've got to get to, I'm okay if you don't like me. And 100%. Once you get there, you can stand on your own and just put out who you are. And if they don't like it, okay, they don't like it. I just keep it positive.
What if I'm not okay if you don't like me, Scott?
That's the hard part.
That's
I'm a
the part we
people
gotta
pleaser.
get to.
I want
Yeah.
people to be happy.
I'm a middle
It
child. I'm a
drives
people
me-
pleaser.
I will
I'm
tell
middle
you, and
child
y'all, I know y'all are the same. Yeah. That if you've got someone who's upset at you or whatever, and you can't connect or fix it, it just is one of those things that you lay down at night and you're like, you're just uneasy because you're a people pleaser. And that's something that's, to me, that's the hard crossover in social media of pulling that off is being not just vulnerable, but being okay if people don't like who you are. And this political thing has taught me how to just walk out of that and be okay that they just don't like me.
Yeah. And I
Some
mean,
people don't. I don't know why.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, but being
you're
real,
good.
that's how you're going to build the relationships like with your people. And not that everybody else doesn't matter, but that's what matters. You know, like your tribe, your people, those are the people that are going to support you. Those are the people that are going to be there for you when you're high, low, kind of all the things. And that's the ones that matter. The haters are going to hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
I'll tell y'all, the first 1-star review I got, I literally called the office and was like, call my attorney, send a TRO. I'm going to crush them. That's exactly how I felt. And I'm just being honest. I hate to say that, but it was a lie. It wasn't true. It cost me about $1,000 out of my pocket to try to help this guy out. And I was jumping through hoops. And so in my view, I was done wrong. But what I had to realize is people see that and they realize that, he just bumped his head, the customer, he's not realistic. And so them seeing that they're not realistic, it's real easy just to leave it there. And I've had so many people since then tell me that they chose to do business with me because they saw that someone was unrealistic and how I dealt with how they were being unrealistic, not necessarily with their concern.
Well, that's the definition of character and integrity, right? Like what happens when nobody else is watching or how others perceive you as a person in the community when you have the choice and you could have gone down this path and you were like, high road.
Yeah. Raquel, I'm sure in retail sales, y'all get that all the time because the volume of customers y'all have has got to be, you got to get a lot of that.
Yeah. And I mean, I've definitely learned like the salesy promotional, that does not work. It does not build relationships. It does not gain you customers. I mean, I still have we started 4 years ago. And even from when we started doing pop-up events, there are still those couple customers that, come into the store and they know me and I know them. I know about their kids. And we build a more personal relationship, more than just them seeing my salesy ads.
Yep.
So,
100%. And they'll support you forever. You know, I mean,
they are the biggest supporters.
It's like, they're your people.
Well, and
one thing I love about Kate's posts are that she's real. Like when she's doing her open houses, she's like out there in the air, in the wind, hair blowing everywhere. I'm waiting for that sign to come across and slap her in the face. Have y'all seen that one? Like, and then she's gone. Like it's that kind of real stuff where I'm like, she could have taken 4 or 5 takes and made it like perfect. And she's like, that's it. That's the one.
She pulls it off with grace every time. Every time.
I'm always like, where's my hair? I got to make sure my earrings are showing. What's behind me? I've got to make it perfect. And she's like, this is perfect because it has me in it.
Oh, well, they're so sweet. I will tell you, doing video reels cracks me up every time. I'll read it and I'm like, oh, I got one word wrong, or oh man, wrong detailer. And I'll do 4 or 5 takes, and inevitably, I always go back to the very first one because it's always the best. It's unrefined. It just is what it is. And, to kind of tie all of this, I think we've all touched on being authentic and the relationship building. And we want people to know, like, and trust us. You can't get that on a Google review. But what you can do is showcase yourself exactly as you are, Scott, right? And being able to utilize social media to get all of those people, right? They're reviewing you every day and cheering you on, regardless of the one, bad Google review, right? Just think about before we had social media, right? You didn't get shout outs. You didn't get the pat on the back from everybody. They didn't know you. Think of how many more people we get exposed to, right? That we can be an eye, an ear, a voice. I mean,
It's
As
crazy.
scary as it is, it's phenomenal. You know,
If you
when I
wanted
started
people to
out
know what was
doing
going
things-
on, you had to leave it on your answering machine. Hey, Raquel, you don't know that life, but what an answering machine is they
Pager.
used to call.
That's what I was going to say. The pager,
Yeah.
your BlackBerry.
Oh yeah, I had one of those. It's as good as a dot matrix printer. I mean, let's
Oh
just.
my gosh. Or the typewriter. So yeah, like this topic can be going on forever because there's so many ways that we can make social media service minded and service media. And we are challenged every day to be on our best behavior at every moment, especially when you're in the community. And how do y'all, I know my number one word I love is the F-bomb, right? Like that's just one of my favorite things. Being on this podcast, I asked Lyndon, like, how quickly do you push the button? Like, he's like, there is no button. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to really be on my best behavior. Thank you. There it is.
Give me the button. I'll take the button.
Yeah. How do y'all combat that? Like being on your best behavior, do you put drinks in your social media? Do you care about that with your viewers? Like what is y'all's concept of those kind of things when you're doing your service media? Does that impact you?
I'll go first if no one's going. So I have just started anything I do, I try to just do. First take, one take, that's it. I'm not doing it over. And if it's not right, it's not right. There's a couple of things I've done multiples that are more me trying to show a technical aspect. So I want it to be right so that it's right from a technical standpoint. But I try to just overlook the fact that I look like a fool and I feel like I sound like a fool and I say the wrong words sometimes and I stumble and I, don't get it right and learn to just take it, say what you're trying to say and put it out there. Unless it's something really bad and you made a mistake that is bad, just let it be authentic. And so I've tried to start doing that and not get caught up in the, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. And it seems like it's well received that way.
100%.
Awesome.
I mean, you kind of have to, because if not, it's so easy to go down the rabbit hole of trying to make every aspect absolutely perfect. And going down that rabbit hole, you're just going to get frustrated and then not do it. Right. So just post it. I mean, as far as, I'll put anything for the most part on social media. You
got a good attorney.
Yeah, I think it's funny because now, like when the kids leave, I'm like, don't do anything to get on social media, because it's like a true thing.
It'll beat you home. It'll beat you home every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever I was growing up, my mom's like, I know everything, that you do. So you better be careful. And I'm like, how? But now, everybody's snapping pictures. And so now we really do know everything that the kids are doing. And so does
And my rule is I better not find out from somebody else. You better tell me before I find out, because that's going to be more problems.
No, 100%, 100%. But yeah, I think it all goes back to the real you, I don't know if I would put like crazy pictures out. But I guess if you're crazy, then
you're crazy.
Why not? If that's you.
If you're crazy, throw it out there.
I'm crazy.
Well, and I think it's a great question, right? Do you use a certain type of lens when you are editing posts or creating a post? And really, it goes back to, right, you're going to represent who you are. That's just going to come out. And we have an opportunity to share who we are and to be a good presence for others. I don't have children, but I have 9 nieces and nephews. Everything I post, they're kind of my, filter. What would the kids say? Are they good at this, right? And that's kind of, it's not that I'm trying to hide anything, but I always try to think, right, it's not about me. But at the end of the day, it reflects on me and who I am. And what I say and what I put out can certainly affect, right, other people's thinking, or I don't want to say that we're influencers, but we do have influence over younger people. And I think it's important to model for them how we, present ourselves, both in the
does it match your values?
Personal.
I was just about to say that, does it match your values? Is it like your true heart? That's my thing, because if you're not posting something out there that, is truly you. And I always think to myself, what do I want people to think about me when they think about me? Am I putting out things, things out there that truly represent me? Are they like, oh, that's Raquel, that's really her, she's not, portraying herself differently. So I agree.
And I think that everybody on, this podcast, like whenever I look at your social media, it matches who you are, like Raquel, like you're sweet and, always smiling. And like, I just kind of know you. And that's what you portray. So, you're doing a good job there.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go to another break. And after that, we're going to do a deep dive. Wait for that one. That one's fun. Thanks, Lyndon.
All right.
At the Community Difference Business Development Alliance, powered by the Difference Media LLC, our mission is to empower small business owners by transcending acceptable behaviors and outcomes into exceptional realms. We foster a culture of self-awareness, accountability, and proactive engagement, guiding individuals to recognize and overcome indifference towards transformative actions, habits, behaviors, and processes driving meaningful change. Through strategic networking, impactful content creation, and innovative top-of-mind strategies, we cultivate brand relevance and differentiation, enabling our partners and the Difference community to stand out in crowded markets. With a focus on building authentic connections, amplifying brand presence, and driving sustainable growth, we equip entrepreneurs with the tools and mindset to navigate the complexities of entrepreneurship with confidence, innovation, and resilience. Together, we aim to be the catalyst for difference makers, propelling them towards their highest potential and leaving a lasting impact on their businesses and communities. That's where our community podcasts come in. These podcasts lie directly at the intersection of innovative business development and community involvement, helping to bridge the gap between small business obscurity often seen in our communities. The community-based podcasts called the Community Difference Series are an integral part of integrating all facets of modern business development into a package of great content, positive impact branding, and top-of-mind presence, thus fulfilling the greater mission we set forth. When we set out to be difference makers, we can learn to make a difference and find the success and impact innately desired by all business owners and entrepreneurs. We are difference makers.
And now, back to the show.
Hey, welcome back. Just like that commercial said, if you're interested in being a part of the Community Difference, being a host, a co-host, a guest, tickets, you just reach out to us. Lyndon is our amazing producer and owner, and he does a great job putting all these on and producing them every single day. Wylie has one, Plano, Frisco, Rockwall. Tune into any of those programs. We'd love for you to be watching. Now it is time for our guest and co-host deep dive. Woo woo! Whoop, whoop. So I have to let Andrea and Kate take it away. They're going to talk about her business, what she does, and all that. This is non-topic related. Don't feel like it needs to be part of the topic. And then after them, Scott and Raquel, y'all will just jump right in and start your segment as well, or your piece. So take it away, Andrea.
Perfect. So, Kate, you are a real estate agent. What, I guess tell me about like your journey and what drew you to real estate and just kind of all the things.
Okay. Wow. Let's see my journey. Well, I've been a licensed realtor for a little over 4 years, and I really started my real estate journey almost, 15 or 18 years ago, a long time ago, in sort of a roundabout fashion to how I got to where I am today. You what?
Said when you were 2.
Yeah. No, but yeah. I was working for someone who had several different types or asset classes of real estate. And so I was a personal and executive assistant. I was managing their real estate, and kind of my first exposure to all things from property management to insurance, right, to all of the things, right, property taxes, all that fun stuff that we love. And that was kind of my dipping my toe in the water, if you will. I lived in another city and, some life things changed and I moved back to Dallas, where I'm from, born and raised. Don't hear that all the time these days.
Right. And not the truth.
Yeah. And I actually took a job with a commercial real estate membership organization, the Real Estate Council here in Dallas, and found myself surrounded by a lot of people that I grew up with, and that I felt very warm and welcome and energized by all things real estate, right? There's a lot happening. There's a lot of personality. Dallas is an interesting place. Never thought I would ever move back. I certainly didn't think that I would feel energized being back here. But during that time, I really formed some great relationships with people in all the various arms of real estate, and ended up transitioning into the commercial mortgage sector, primarily in the multifamily space, which I am very passionate about, particularly affordable housing. But in between commercial underwriting and that prior job with the nonprofit membership organization, I worked for a residential real estate agent, very successful go-getter, and I was his transaction coordinator. So I learned all the back end of the process, all the stuff that nobody wants to do, that I love to do. It's all a process, right?
Right.
And that's when I started thinking, okay, I should really just get my license. This is something I really want to pursue. And then, of course, in the mortgage industry, got busy in that, and it ran its course. I started to think, okay, I really want to plan when I can step out of this corporate environment and go sell independently. And of course, I had a plan. I thought I was very well planned out, but God had different timing. And I was laid off from my corporate job February of last year. And I went to my husband. I said, well, I just got laid off. And he said, well, let's start that business. And
no time like the present.
yeah. And so I really, what an interesting silver lining, right? I had already planned to do this eventually. I just wasn't sure when, but I was poised to jump off and start my own real estate sales business just a little bit sooner than I had anticipated. But so long story short, kind of right, or maybe
that's
not.
Awesome.
But yeah, and I love it. I own, property. I have managed rentals, and what I love the most about what I do is helping people figure out strategy, right? Do you want to own? Do you want to rent? Do you want to have investment properties? Do you have other family members that need your help, right? It's about making a plan and bringing all the pieces together so that you can attempt to execute said plan, knowing that there are going to be some changes along the way, but really just...
You have to know the end. You have to know the end to be able to build that plan. And I think what you're doing, Kate, is amazing, like the way that you structure it.
Well, thank you.
No, agreed. And and that's so true, Jacki, because I like to read a lot, business books and things of that nature. And they all talk about, whenever you start, you always have to look at what do you want the end to look like? Because if you don't have the vision of what like the final product looks like, then you're never going to get there because you don't even know
who's steering the ship. Who's steering the ship then? Where
you're trying to go. And you actually kind of read my mind, because I was going to say, so my next question is what's the most rewarding part about your job, or business? You already said it. So developing, those relationships, you're amazing, at what you do. So that's awesome. Love that.
Thanks for sharing your story with us, Kate. That's so every time I mean, I've known you for a while, and every time I see you anywhere else, I just learn a little bit more about you, and it just makes me love you and your heart even more. So thank you for sharing.
Always
that.
smiling.
You're so
Yes.
sweet. Thank you. I feel the same with each.
If you ever want to feel good, just go find Kate and stand by her, and you will feel good. That's how that
the
works.
Energy.
Yes.
She puts it off, and it's free,
Yeah.
y'all. She can't even control it, and she can't stop it if she wants to. So it's great.
Yeah. Well, let's say a quick hello to Melissa Mancini. She stopped on by, and Vanessa, keep on watching. I love it. Thank you so much. Raquel and Scott, you guys go ahead. And Jennifer,
Hey,
Reed just
Jen.
popped in.
Hi.
Yeah, we got Jen. Hey, we've got people flying in by the dozens here, you know.
Yeah.
Leadership Wylie in the house.
Uh-huh. Hey, so Raquel, you're in downtown Wylie. You've been there a while. You've had a lot of customers that you come in and out. I know there's been changes in what y'all have done and how y'all have done and products y'all offer and lots of different things from the very beginning throughout the process of the years and then now. So what do you think are some of those main differences in how you originally started marketing to your customers and who you thought your customer would be versus how they responded and kind of how you had to change that so that it would match the direction? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, so I started my business 4 years ago in high school, actually. I was 16 when I started. So it's very different now. Yeah, very, very different now. And I think, one thing I learned in the past 2 years is the look of your business and the way, that you design and make things look matters a lot. You can't just throw a product on a rack and call it a day. The vibe they feel when they walk in, the way it looks, the way they feel makes a huge difference when I have clients walking into my boutique. Yeah. And I would say, the changes we've made and things like that, they've really helped my business. I've been able, to kind of put my full vision into it and make it, me and make it my business and take and run with all the pinks, and make it super girly and inviting and, like you want to.
There's a pink couch in your place?
I'm sure everyone's heard about the pink velvet couch.
Well, and that's a great statement piece. I'll tell you on the construction side, when we meet with people, because I've done design forever, like blowing out walls, moving stuff, doing all kind of stuff. That's the first question we ask is, how do you want to feel? When people walk in, how do you want them to feel? Because ultimately that's what we're going for. You want people to come in and go, man, I just don't want to leave. I feel so good in here and warm and loved.
Place, as much time as I spend there, that is like my second home. So when you come in, I want you to feel like you're coming into my home. You're welcome here. You can stay as long as you want. If you want to just come chill and talk and whatever, you're welcome to come do that. So it's really helped being able to change that and make that. I feel like the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks this month has been amazing to really put my time and my vibe and look and feel into it.
I love
How
that.
have you seen social media? How have you seen social media kind of play into that change from how you thought it was back when you were 16 and started, which I got to say, I got to give props to the 16-year-old for starting at 16.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then B, sticking with it and pushing through some of those really, really hard things to learn. And that is a lot of times you work and you don't get paid. You just work and you don't get paid.
My dad has been an entrepreneur for 30 years. He owns a business in Garland. So entrepreneurship in our family is super big. And so when I told them I wanted to open a business, they were like, huh? And it was like 2020. So it was COVID time. They're like, I don't know. But I did it. And, we were online for 2 years. And so we've been in the store now almost 2 years. And I would say social media, I wish back then I would have probably used it more and done it better. Now I have such a larger presence on there and I use it daily, more than one time a day. And I feel like also, back to what we were talking about earlier, it's the way I portrayed myself. I was so worried about what everyone would think, what I looked like, my live sales. I was so nervous, I hated it. I didn't want to do it. And, that hurts your business. So overcoming that to now where it's, comfortable and I can be on there and have a good time doing a live sale with my customers. And
the world's not perfect.
Yeah,
the world is not perfect.
So I'm not going to be perfect. And I really had to overcome that and be myself. And I think I've done a better job at it since from the beginning to now. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, and it's just like, you have to remember in the stock market, if you're playing the stock market, if you get out, don't keep watching, because then you're just going to upset yourself, like gambling, right?
Or just
As soon as
go
you get off that
Susan,
machine.
we got Susan tuning in. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Susan. Thanks for checking in.
Nice,
Ooh.
Susan.
But yeah, like as soon as you get off that machine, somebody else comes up and they win, or
Oh, I
stock
hate when
market,
that
same thing. So as long as you keep your focus, Raquel, you're way ahead of most of us here in Wylie with their jobs and their businesses.
Thank you.
And a pink couch definitely brings the viewers, right?
Yes.
So it just reminds me of that green sheet brings you buyers.
I remember that.
Couch brings you shoppers. So yeah. So anybody else have any final comments before we move into the next break?
I think we're good.
You guys are doing a great job. I really appreciate all of the support online. Susan, Jen Reed, Vanessa, Melissa Mancini, everybody else that's too shy to comment, or maybe y'all are listening to us driving and you know how unsafe it is to text and drive. We appreciate you for listening. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Hey Texans, hold on to your hats. The Mesquite Championship Rodeo, newest sponsor partner of the Community Difference shows, is back, bigger and better than ever. Witness the heart-pounding action as the best riders in the world compete for glory. Feel the thrill of the chase, the raw power of nature, and the unbreakable spirit of the West. Don't miss your chance to be part of the legend. Get your tickets now for the Mesquite Championship Rodeo or win yours free just for watching the Community Difference shows.
Are you searching for fast, reliable, and affordable heating and air solutions in the Wylie, Sac City, Murphy, Garland, Rowlett, Lavon, Richardson, Plano, and Allen areas of Texas? Then look no further than Martin Heating and Air LLC. With over 15 years of experience, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service tailored to your specific needs. Don't let a broken HVAC unit ruin your comfort. Call us today at 469-380-9864 or visit our website to schedule an appointment. Martin Heating and Air LLC, your trusted partner for all your heating and air conditioning needs.
Frisco Fighters prepare to reach new heights at Comerica Center this spring. From competitive matchups to exciting theme nights, you won't want to miss a second of the action. Join us and experience high-scoring, hard-hitting indoor football that's fun for the whole family to enjoy. Visit FriscoFighters.com for game highlights, tickets, or to reserve your spot at the Tarmac Tailgate Party. Frisco Fighters, fly with us.
Buying a home? It should be an exciting time, not a stressful one. At Proven National Title, we understand that buyers want fast, reliable, transparent, seamless, convenient title and closing services. Therefore, our services are not limited to our office or yours. Let Jacki Tobar and all the fine folks at Proven National Title help make your dream of homeownership a reality. Call us today for a smooth and stress-free closing. Contact us at 877-968-4853 or email at jacki.tobar@provennationaltitle.com. Proven National Title. Give me one and I'll earn the rest.
And now, back to the show.
We're
Wow.
back.
We are back. This I don't know if I mentioned it. This is Scott and Andrea's first show ever. My first show being a host. The first show in May for them and for Raquel. Is this your first time on?
Yeah, this is my first time on.
Kate's
All these firsts.
I'm telling you, and y'all are watching. Y'all are our first audience too. Way to go, audience! Way to go!
This is raw, and this is unscripted. It's unedited. All right, I may have a little bit of a script, but we're going into our next part called Rapid Fire. I love this part because Lyndon gets to join us, and because our producer Lyndon, and because he is going to use his amazing sound effects. So you get 3 seconds when I ask a question to answer, and if you don't, you get the buzzer. And if you go over the 3 seconds, you get the buzzer. So here we go. And we're going to start with Raquel.
Oh, goodness.
Go-to karaoke song. Go, Raquel.
This girl is on fire.
All right, Scott.
You would think I could. No, I can't. I got nothing.
Andrea?
I got nothing.
I am not a karaoke person. I
don't
would sit
sing.
in my
I do
chair,
not sing.
So.
Me
Do
neither.
not sing.
Kate?
Praise and worship? Yeah.
I'm not a karaoke person either, but the first song that came to mind was Eye of the Tiger.
Good
That's
one.
what it was for me. I was like, first thing to come to
Red,
mind.
red wine? Yeah. I had the time.
What
Lyndon?
about
all
you,
that.
Jackie?
Mine would be Amarillo by Morning, George Strait.
Good one.
Good one.
Mine's I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
any Conway Twitty song.
Oh, I love Conway Twitty. Next, we've got Do You Wear Matching Socks? Kate.
Yes, always.
Andrea.
Nope.
Scott.
Yes, have to.
Raquel.
No.
Lyndon.
Absolutely.
And I
OCD.
always do. And I will shame you. I will sock shame
Just
you.
me
if
and
you wear
Andrea.
Unmatching.
Yep.
It just makes me feel bad to
Favorite-
think about.
Yeah. Last question. Favorite food cuisine? Andrea?
Mexican? All things? I mean, I don't know.
Kate?
A Mexican food for sure. Queso, if it could be its own category.
Yes.
Scott?
So I can eat Mexican food like 5 times a week, no problem. That's just like a staple. That's not like a category to me. That's part of it. Steak is my
Your
go-to.
cuisine. Yep. Cow. Raquel?
Yeah.
Mexican for me, I'm chips and queso all the way.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Delicious.
Lyndon?
Does Jesus
Well, as much
chicken
of a country-
fall in its own cuisine?
As much as of a country boy as I am, it would be seafood for me. I could eat seafood every day.
Ooh.
Yeah, mine's sushi.
Yum.
What were you going to say, Scott?
Shellfish or
I was just asking if Jesus chicken fell in its own cuisine. You know,
I don't
is
even know what that is.
considered its own?
what is Jesus
No.
chicken?
Chick-fil-A, you know,
Yeah.
is kind of
Oh,
its
Jesus
own little.
chicken. Oh.
Yeah, I call it. I just.
I haven't heard that before.
I was like, is that a new chicken place in Wylie? What is happening right now?
Sorry.
People
I'm like,
are
we
really
need a
gonna be
recipe.
I
upset.
thought we had a cap
no
on chicken
terms.
places.
I know. All right, we're going to move into our final thoughts. But before we do that, I want to mention and remind everybody we are still looking for a few hosts, co-host options. If you guys are interested, we've got, again, 4 shows in the area. So you are welcome to come be a part of that. Also, if you want to sponsor, we would love for you to sponsor the Community Difference. And it looks like we are going to go to final thoughts. So you get a quick 10 seconds and tell everybody where you guys are, how to reach you, and go. Raquel, we'll start with you. Go.
Yeah, we are at 102 North Ballard Avenue, Suite C, right next to Rick's Home Store. So come and see us. We're also online at Facebook, Instagram. It's Ballard Boutique and Bakery or Haname Boutique. Either one, you can find us there. So come and see us.
Awesome. Kate, tell us who you are or where we can find you.
Sure. So I office in Richardson, but I am wherever my clients need me. I am mobile. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, Kate Porter Buxton Realtor. And one quick plug, I am co-hosting an event with Paul Fisher, Certainty Home Lending, for an Ask the Underwriter event on May 22nd. Feel free to hit me up for those details. And yeah, thanks for having me today, guys. This has been awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Andrea?
So we are the Kincannon Agency, all things insurance, including over 65 health. So just give us a call, 469-212-0500. Or if you're at LaFleur having some Mexican food, we're 2 doors down. So come on by.
Yum.
Scott?
Thank you. So Fire and Water Restoration Plus, we're on Jackson, across from the park in downtown Wylie. 108 South Jackson Avenue. If you're at the park, just look for the blue building with the white trim right across. That's my own office. My staff office is in the building next to us. We've got a little design center for people to pick out flooring and pick out all that kind of stuff. But anything to do with an insurance claim, we can help answer questions, even if you've already got somebody. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. Office number is 455-8252. That's the office. Website, fireandwaterplus.com. And Facebook is just Fire and Water Plus. So I'd love to help you if we can, even if it's not something that you need us to do. Happy to give you free advice. Been in the industry 30 years.
Awesome. And I'm Jacki Tobar with Proven National Title. My motto is give me one, I'll earn the rest. I would love to work with you. And here at the Community Difference Wylie, we are all about Wylie and all about the community, and we are the difference. Please do find us again next week, next Thursday, same time, 11:30 a.m. See you next week.
Thank you for watching today's show.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending, Close with Certainty, Melissa Mancini, owner of Melissa Mancini Photography. Don't let your babies grow up to be JPEGs. One Pay Own with JP Direct Health. Affordable health insurance solutions as proactive protection, not a reactive solution. Vanessa Cole, owner of The Way Leadership. Jessica Cooper with Diesel Signs and Displays. The Power of Advertising. Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital. Scott Williams with Fire and Water Restoration Plus. Andrea Kincannon with the Kincannon Agency. Jacki Tobar with Proven National Title, give me one and I'll earn the rest. The Community Difference Wylie, together, we can make the difference.